Hello and welcome back to this channel. A while back I posted a video testing the bit cleaner of Vevor Origin, and some of the viewers commented that there are alternative brands that are much cheaper and that are equally good. And so I decided I will purchase one of those and then test it so we can have a one-to-one comparison to the Vevor Origin bit cleaner. Now I have a couple of videos about the Vevor Origin bit cleaner, testing also alternative liquids and so on. So I will not test that again. We know it works. We know it cleans the bits really well. The question is a cheaper alternative ultrasonic cleaner also good? And for that, I purchased this one, which was recommended by viewers, and it's sold internationally. Vevor. Tough tools, half price. I mean, that's kind of like already a statement. So I bought this tough tool, the Vevor Ultrasonic Bit Cleaner, and this cost 32 euro. As a comparison, the bit cleaner from Vevor Origin costs 100 euro here in Europe. So a third of the price. So we're going to check out what we get for that price, and then I'm going to test it and see if it cleans the bits really well. All right, let's see what we have here. We open it here. This is the lid of the machine. Some boring instructions, which we will not read. And we have here the ultrasonic cleaner. And we also have a power supply. You can see there is also a basket included, exactly the same as in the one from Vevor Origin. And there's this weird egg here, which I guess is if you have small things, you can put it in here and so they don't get lost or they don't fall through this net here. So that's something like we will likely not need, but it's in there. All right, so this makes a really good first impression. It's very similar to the one from Vevor Origin. Can't see a lot of differences. One small difference, you have for the power supply, that seems to be external here. The one from Vevor Origin has an internal one, so you don't have this adapter here. And another difference is that the one from Vevor Origin has like a button where you that you have to turn, and you can set the amount of minutes. And here there is a button, and the instruction says, so there is a button on off, you turn it on, and then there is one that is called time. And every time you press the time button, it sets another minute. So it's always 60 seconds. So if you want, for instance, 10 minutes, you press it 10 times and you will see 600 seconds, and then it starts running. So I'm going to test this out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the liquid from Vevor Origin. Remember that I also have a video showing that you can use a resin remover, which shows the exactly the same results as the one from Vevor Origin and is much cheaper. But I will use the original liquids from Vevor Origin to try this out. So you have the comparison, like let's say with the original liquid, although I don't think it makes a difference. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to use a bunch of 30 bits. And I'm going to use the same method as I used in the past to test the liquid, which is after we cleaned the bits, I'm going to pour the liquid through a coffee filter, and then we're also going to see how much dust, how much dirt it was able to remove. So let's give it a try and see how it works. Here you see the bits that I have decided to clean. There is like the big 25mm bit that I make myself. And then there is a bunch of V groove bits and also the 5mm bits. So you can see they're really dirty. They also have some kind of burning marks there. So these have been used for a while and they deserve some cleaning. I put the bits in the liquids the same way we have done in similar tests before, and I have turned it on. I maxed this out. The maximum is 15 minutes. So it's 900 seconds. So I just max it out and let it go. Then I took the bits out, and you can see the cleaning liquid has a lot of dirt in it, so it seems to be working. And after some removing of the liquid, you can see here in this picture, the bits are brand new. They're shiny, all the dirt is gone. It worked really, really well. I don't seem to see any difference compared to the one from Shape Origin. Then I took the liquid as discussed and I poured it through a coffee filter to clean out all the dirt. And here you can see all the dirt that this liquid and the cleaner has been able to remove. It's very comparable to previous tests that we did with the Shape Origin, the original bit cleaner. All right, my friends, here we are back, and the results of this test are pretty encouraging, to not say I'm really pumped. It's actually unbelievable. This ultrasonic cleaner is pretty much exactly the same as the one from Shape Origin. I wouldn't be astonished if it's maybe even the same and they just did some rebranding, some tweaking of small details. I cannot see any difference. It's the same elements, right? As I mentioned, the small difference on the cable, but that's like a nothing burger. You use it and it cleans the bits. I cannot see any difference. It's unbelievable that this device cost a third of the one from Shape Origin, a third. And it's actually doing exactly the same. As a conclusion, you can buy the device for a third of the price, and you can buy the resin remover, which you buy a big bottle, which you then mix with water and you can use it forever, right? So you can clean your bits with exactly the same results for a lot less money. So my advice is to not buy the one from Shape Origin. If you're considering to buy a bit cleaner, I would highly recommend that. I'm really pumped about the results. I am using it all the time. My cuts are a lot cleaner than before, and you can also see that the bits kind of like hold longer, like it's good to clean your shit, right? So I would highly recommend you buy one, but buy this one or maybe another brand. I don't care about the brand, right? But this one seems to be working really well. And don't forget, tough tools, half price. So if they announce it that way, then you cannot lose, right? All right, that was it. I hope you liked this little video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, to subscribe to my channel, and see you around.